This week on the Road with Mickey, March Madness for Hollywood Studios.
We're on the road with Mickey. We're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go. We're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie.
Hello there. And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And he's Grogu. Hey buddy.
General Kenobi, he says.
General Kenobi. Oh, okay.
You didn't get my reference. It's fine.
Nope, I sure missed it. You want to try again? You want to make it
No.
explain it to me?
No, I don't. Let's go.
All right. And we are on the road with Mickey. This is episode 260 for April 7th, 2025. And our feature topic this week is March Madness for Hollywood Studios. We are on to the third park of four parks that we're going to do our March Madness chaos in. And I am excited to see the results. But before we get into that, we of course have some cheddar from the big cheese. And this week, it's my turn to start us off. I'm so excited.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, this is really cool, cheddar. Breaking news. The University of Maryland 2025 commencement speaker was announced. And on May 21st, Kermit the Frog will deliver the commencement address. I had no idea, but Jim Henson is a graduate of the University of Maryland, and that's why they selected Kermit the Frog.
Oh, wow.
How appropriate.
I think it's so cool. I think it's going to be
is.
so neat. I almost wish I was graduating.
Well, my turn, and I've got a very splashy bit of cheddar over here. I'm not quite sure what I was going for there, but tickets for H2O Glow After Hours at Typhoon Lagoon went on sale on April 4th. The water park is having after-hour events on select nights from May 23rd through September 13th. In looking at the dates, it looks like this is a once-a-week schedule. Tickets are $85 for ages 10 and up and $42.50 for ages 3 to 9 plus tax. The event is from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on after-hours nights.
Super cool. And staying with water park news, from May 21st through September 7th, Disney's announced that both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon water parks will be open, which is never happens. It's always either one or the other. This marks the first time since 2019 that all 6 parks at Walt Disney World have been open. Oh my goodness. April 1st was also the 30th anniversary of Blizzard Beach water park opening. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though, because since you get to go free if you're a Disney Resort guest on your arrival day, this will help with people not only, spreading it around, but also they get a choice, which is great. I think that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. So, a lot of water park news. It's funny how it creeps up on you.
Yeah.
And Kermit the Frog. Hello, frog, water. So it's a trifecta. I'm just going to call it right here. It's all three were water related.
Yeah, there you go.
You're right.
Even if they're not.
Yep.
I think they are.
Well, that is our cheddar from the big cheese this week. Don't forget, you can connect with us on our Facebook page, on our Facebook group. They're both On the Road with Mickey. The group is On the Road with Mickey group, and that's where all the voting is done for our polls for the March Madness. Our YouTube channel. Hello, everyone. And our Instagram channel is also On the Road with Mickey. And you can email us at info@ontheroadwithmickey.com. And you can check us out on our website, which is also ontheroadwithmickey.com. So that takes care of the obligatory announcements. And it is time for our feature topic, which is the March Madness of Hollywood Studios. You know, we have been doing this. This is our third week, and we've covered Magic Kingdom. We've covered Epcot. Today, we're going into Hollywood Studios to take a look at the top rides at Hollywood Studios, top attractions, I should say. And the best part about this is that you guys, the listeners, are going into our group and you're voting, and that's how these winners, that's how these decisions are made. So I think it's really cool. You may remember that Magic Kingdom's winner was
Haunted Mansion,
and Epcot's winner was
Guardians.
okay, Brenda. I was expecting Brenda to say Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sorry.
And now let's find out what the winner is for Hollywood Studios. So our matchups this week, we had the top dog at Hollywood Studios. The number one ranking was Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and it was going against number 8 seed for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration, which I had no idea was that long of a title.
Yeah.
Number 2 seed, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, going up against number 7 seed, Toy Story Mania. Number 3 seed, Slinky Dog Dash, number 3 seed, against number 6 seed, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. This is its last year in the competition.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 4 seed, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, against the number 5 seed, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Not my favorite ride.
But ours.
Definitely ours.
So if it was just the 3 of us voting, then I guess we would know the answer to that one.
Yeah, you'd be knocked
fortunately,
out of
it
there.
wasn't just the 3 of us. It wasn't just the 3 of us.
I need to remind you that I am the impartial figure in this matter. I have not voted for a single thing in any of these.
Because
You're
Sophie's
the only
not on
one.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yes, and also let's just stick with the air of impartiality.
Okay, we will do that.
That's what judges are supposed to be.
Yeah, well, okay. Anyway, moving on. First round results. I will read the first one, and then Brenda, you read the second one. Sophie, you read the third one, and Brenda, you read the fourth one. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, first round results. No surprise in my mind. Actually, there might be a surprise. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, 32 votes.
Cool.
And a Frozen sing-along, 5. And the surprise to me is that Frozen got 5 votes.
Against Rise. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I think it's also maybe, we talked about this previously, maybe there's some cases where people haven't ridden Rise of the Resistance, and so they know what their kids like, or maybe their kids took their phone. I don't know.
I think it's a matter of families with young children, because Rise, really Star Wars in general, is more teens and adults type movies. Like, if you know me at all, you know that I did not watch a single Star Wars movie until I was out of the 8th grade, and my dad sat me down on a summer night and was like, Sophie, you're watching Star Wars. You're not allowed to go to high school without watching Star Wars. That is exactly what he said.
You're welcome.
He made me sit through A New Hope, and when the movie was done, he asked me, so what did you think? And I said, I may or may not be okay with watching the other two.
Yeah, and like I said, you're welcome.
Thank you. Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
Who's giving the Mickey and Minnie answer or
You
score?
are.
That's me. Mickey
Brenda.
and Minnie's Runaway Railway got 23, and Toy Story Mania got 15. I kind of thought that might be closer.
That's
But it
still
wasn't.
pretty close to me.
That
Pretty
is
close.
rather close. It's closer than, let's see, 32 minus 5. It's closer than 27.
That's very true. That's
Yep,
very
that's true.
true.
Yeah, this one is only 8. So I'd say this was very close. But now it's my turn. And this one I wouldn't say is close at all, but it is an upset. Rock and Roller Coaster, which I don't like at all. They got 23 votes against Slinky Dog Dash, which only got 18. So maybe
That
it
is
is
an
closer.
It
But
is close.
yeah, I guess people really, really like Rock and Roller Coaster for some reason.
It's
I
pretty
get
cool.
I get that it's Aerosmith, but
I wonder if it's because there's the uncertainty of not knowing how it's gonna be when it gets changed out, you know? What's it gonna
I
be like? Maybe that's why.
Maybe
I
they'll make it
am
longer.
Maybe. Although I don't see how unless they totally rip
Go
all that
backwards
track out.
the entire time. Go backwards.
Yeah.
Go all the way forward, then all the way backward.
There you go.
That's what they should do.
There you go.
Well, there was another upset, though. Guess what?
What?
The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror got 22, and Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run only got 12. As
Which-
appropriate as it should be.
Millennium Falcon is an awesome ride.
Tower of Terror is the bomb.
Here's the thing, Daddy. I think the Millennium Falcon is rather a lot like Mission Space. The only difference is that you're not like there's more space for you inside the Millennium Falcon than there is in those simulators in Mission Space.
Mm-hmm.
And I think not a lot of people like Mission Space, but I think Millennium Falcon, they like it better because of that. But still, I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah. And Tower of Terror is
love
one of the,
Tower of Terror.
I mean, that ride goes back a long time. I don't remember how long it's been open, but it's a big
Long
draw.
time.
You're right. You're right. And it's
And
just,
they did away with it over in Disneyland.
well, it's
Yeah,
still,
because they made it into Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
Mission Breakout.
but it's still a dropping ride. It's still the same ride mechanism. It's just different theming.
Yeah.
So I don't call that being gotten rid of, but anyway, it is different themed. You're right about that. So it is what it is, you know.
Mhm.
I was correct on two of my picks, and I lost on two of my picks. So I'm 2-2.
There you go.
But that takes
Chivalry,
us
2 and 2.
Yep. So that takes us to the final four of Hollywood Studios. We have number 1 seed, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, versus number 6 seed, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. And then we have number 2 seed, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, against number 5 seed, Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Who's going to win?
I mean, we know who is, but because we have the results right here,
If you didn't, what would you have said?
I would have said Star Wars against Tower of Terror would be the finals.
Okay.
That's what I
Well-
would have said.
Well, Brenda, give us the Star Wars results.
Well, the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance got 25, and Rock and Roller
Mhm.
Coaster starring Aerosmith got only 7.
Yeah, that
Yep.
Cinderella bubble burst, it looks like.
Yep. It creamed them.
It did. And Sophie, what happened with Mickey and Minnie?
This one was
Ooh,
really, really surprising to me. Um, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway got 20 votes. And the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror got, drumroll, 14.
14 for Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, which is
Man.
still
Yeah,
pretty
it's
close.
close.
It
That's
was
the
a close
closest it's
battle.
been.
Yeah. So, but you know what that sets up? That sets up a finals of number 1 against number 2, which doesn't happen. That's the first time it's happened that way in the March Madness for Walt Disney World.
You're right.
That's true.
So that puts us number 1 seed Star Wars Rise of the Resistance against number 2 seed Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And if it's okay with you, I will give the results. It's okay.
Yes,
So
Go for it, Mike.
okay. The winner is the Great Movie Ride.
Oh, I missed the Great Movie Ride. Both sides, the
Oh.
cowboys and the gangsters.
Well, sorry, Brenda, but that's not the winner. The winner
No.
is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, which has defeated the First Order and defeated Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway from a score of 19-9. And so
When that thing's running, it's a pretty cool ride.
that's
it
right.
is.
And it's not just a ride. You know, I was looking at the voting and I saw that our friend Ira David Wood voted, and he voted for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. And I thought, first of all, how cool is it? Ira David Wood voted in our poll, right?
That's pretty cool, right?
Oh my gosh, we love Ira David Wood.
But what's also cool is he voted for Rise of the Resistance, and I started thinking about it. Rise of the Resistance isn't just an attraction. It's almost like you're in a production.
You're right.
And so to me, that makes sense why he would vote for that, because it's not just a ride. It's like you've got the whole lead up, you're going through, and you've got the whole backstory and everything before, and then you've got the ride, and it's just it's quite the elaborate environment. So, but that is 3 out of the 4 of our final 4 have been selected. We've got Haunted Mansion, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy, we've got Rise of the Resistance, and next up is Animal Kingdom. And that, I think we can predict some. I have a prediction, but I'm not going to say it on air. I have a thought on
I've
who
already
will win.
voted.
I have a prediction as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm also not going to say it on air.
yeah.
We'll
We
talk
don't want.
about
I
it
have
after.
a prediction too.
Say it again, Brenda.
Me neither, but I have a prediction too.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see what happens here, because that ranking is. Should I give the ranking or no?
No. They'll find out in the polls.
Yeah, and the poll is live. We're recording on Wednesday, April 2nd, and the poll is live. So they are seeing it and they are voting. So anyway, that is our Hollywood Studios March Madness feature topic. So that takes us to this day in Disney history for April 7th. So Sophie, take it away.
All right, then. Daddy, I'm going to let you guess what year this is from. I will give you a hint. I was 3.
2004.
Good job. 2004, April 7th. Okay, so maybe I was actually 2, but
You
anyway.
were going to be 3. Yes.
Yeah. Roy E. Disney and his wife, Patty, toured the new $22.5 million Roy E. Disney Center for Performing Arts at the National Hispanic Cultural Center and Foundation in downtown Albuquerque. I can't say that. Shoot.
Albuquerque.
Thank you. New Mexico. Disney, the Disneys have contributed $1 million to help fund the construction of the 700-seat theater.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's cool.
I didn't know that Roy was still alive in 2004.
This is Roy E. That is
Son.
that is the son of Roy O, who was Walt's
Okay.
brother.
Okay.
Right, Brenda? Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Roy was older than Walt. So if Roy had been alive in 2004 and Walt was born in 1901, he was over 100 years old.
Yeah.
It could happen.
But no.
It could.
I
No,
believe
this
that
is
Roy
his-
E. Disney's middle name is Elias, like Walt's name.
It is.
Okay. Cool. Well,
They
I
kept
think
the
this
names
is
in the
neat.
family.
Yeah. And I think this is neat because it shows that for the Disney family, it's not just the parks. It's trying to get
Oh my-
people. It's all about philanthropy and enriching people's lives.
Mhm.
You know, how many people, if they saw that it was the Roy E. Disney Center for Performing Arts, that might give them an interest to go see something there, as opposed to if it was the Mike Ellis Center for the Performing, they'd be like, "Who's Mike Ellis?" And then people, when they get there, would see that Mike Ellis is, you know, one of the hosts of the very popular On the Road with Mickey podcast.
Yep.
And they'd be
They'd be
like, "Oh,
amazed.
it makes sense now." But they wouldn't know before. But everyone knows the Disney name, so
Oh my God, where are my hip boots? That's a firefighter reference if anybody didn't get it.
oh, I got it. Yep.
I didn't.
It's okay, Sophie. We'll tell you off air. Anyway, let's see if we can stump the Soph.
Good luck.
Da, da, da. Good luck.
Okay. Let's see here. This character is a teacher. Okay.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this character is an explorer.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ray from Finding Nemo.
That's right, Mr.
There
Ray.
you go.
Good job, Sophie. Is that who you were thinking of the first one?
No,
Who were you thinking of for the first clue?
Joe Gardner from Soul,
Oh, okay.
Very good one too.
Yeah,
because he's a music teacher.
Yeah.
that's right. Well, I have a really cool did you know that I had no idea about. So,
Yeah?
did you know that rays are related to sharks and are known to be intelligent creatures? I had no idea that rays were related to sharks.
I didn't know that either, but I suppose it makes sense in a way.
It
Because
does.
when you think about it, the skin on their
Yeah.
bodies, it's the same texture as what you would find on sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
that they were
Rubbery.
very intelligent, though.
You knew they were intelligent?
Yeah.
Well, of course you
Because-
did. Finding Nemo, hello.
Yeah, and because rays, when you they're one of the animals in aquariums that you can put in touch pools, and they will allow you to stick your hand into the water and the rays will actually come up to your hand looking for pets.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cute. And most creatures, to display like a curiosity instead of a fear of humans, that is a sign in most creatures that they are extremely intelligent, like orcas, dolphins, stingrays, sometimes sharks. They will all be curious of humans, and they're all very intelligent creatures.
And
Very
I'm going to,
good.
that's very good, Sophie. I'm going to close us out with one of Mr. Ray's sayings.
Yeah.
Seaweed is cool. Seaweed is fun. It makes its food from the rays of the sun. How'd I do?
Very well.
You did great.
Grogu, how'd I do?
He appreciates the rhyme.
Okay. Awesome. My work here is done.
Yay. Very good, Sophie.
Good job,
She's
Sophie.
the bomb too.
She is.
Thank you.
.com.
I'm
Aw.
telling you.
All right, Brenda. Time for a little bit of Walt. So, what do you have for
Alright.
us?
I'm using my air quotes today. I brought my air
Okay.
quotes with me. Being a celebrity doesn't even seem to keep the fleas off our dogs. And if being a celebrity won't give you an advantage over a couple of fleas, then I guess there can't be much in being a celebrity after all. Walt Disney.
Interesting. I wonder what the context is of the quote.
I'm guessing that
Was
a
it
reporter asked him about his celebrity status, and he's like, really? Like, what good does
Yeah.
it do you? He was
Yeah.
very humble.
He
He
was
was.
very humble. He was. And he understood that it wasn't Walt Disney who got everyone there. He was just a catalyst. It was a lot of other things. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you, Brenda, for that quote. Thank you, Walt,
You're
for
welcome.
answering the question. Yeah. I mean, there's so many more things that are important than being a celebrity in my book. So,
There are.
all right, my friends. Well, that was a quick episode, but a very important episode because we have 3 of our 4 for the final 4. And next week, we will be talking about the animal kingdom. Who will reign supreme? Will it be a ride like Kilimanjaro Safaris? Will
Very
it
good
be a ride like Expedition Everest? Will it be a show like Festival of the Lion King or Finding Nemo in the Big Blue Sea and beyond? I mean, who will it be? I guess we'll have to see. Time will tell. But until then, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie, and she's Brenda, and he's Grogu.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you too, Brenda. I mean, Grogu. Sorry. My face was looking at Brenda. Anyway, I'm going to close this out. Have a great week. Share a smile with someone that needs it. And I hope you all have a great week. And we will see you on the road.
On the road.
Road.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.